leads on to Route 9. You normally can't go. What in the world is going on there? Why is there a biker in the middle of the ocean? Welcome, my friends. Today, we're going back in time. Back to the days where I was in high school and working on a Pokemon ROM hack called Pokemon Super Scarlet version. That's right, back before I was a PokeTuber, I spent my free time working on Pokemon ROM hacks. So I got really into this back when I was super young. I think when I was in middle school is when I first discovered that you could actually make your own Pokemon game. So I spent lots of time learning, discovering, finding all the info that I needed to create my own Pokemon. And this is the result. Pokemon Super Scarlet version. Now, I'm not the greatest ROM hacker in the world. I'm actually pretty bad at it, so I'm amazed that I was able to get as far with this game as I did. And you could probably tell right away that I'm not the greatest because that title screen is very low quality. Just look at that Super Scarlet text. But anyway, I'm very, very proud of this ROM hack. I spent so much time working on it, and I haven't really touched it in the last 3 or 4 years, so I thought it'd be very fun to explore it with you. So I hope you enjoy this little adventure. Now, I have lots of saves for this game. I have a few that are later on in the game, but I want to show you the early gameplay as well. So we're going to jump in from the beginning, starting off with a new game, and then I'll show you some late game stuff. It should be a lot of fun. Now, when you start off the game, you see not Professor Oak. I believe his name is Professor Maple. That's very original. And he is the Pokemon Professor of the Manva region, the region where this game takes place. And right off the bat, you'll notice something kind of wild. Professor Maple has a Gibble. I want to show you the very first town in the region of Manva, Lily Leaf Town, I believe. Yes, Lily Leaf Town, the town of new beginnings. Now, everything that you see in this game, I created. I mapped out this whole town, except I didn't make the tiles. These tiles are custom tiles. I think I found them on Poke Community. That's the website that's really good for like Pokemon ROM hacking. But I did all the mapping, I did all the text, all the work really in this game. And it was wild creating this game. It was a lot of fun, took a lot of time. You would not believe how much time it would take making a simple town like this. Doing this, mapping this out, figuring out what I wanted to do, putting all the text here, that could take maybe 2-3 hours. But anyway, let's continue with more gameplay. So we're gonna go get our first Pokemon at not Professor Oak's lab, and he'll talk to you. Here, Scar, this Pokemon is yours. Wait a second. Did your rival just get the last Pokemon? Are there no Pokemon for you? So you leave the lab without a Pokemon. Instead, the professor tells you to go explore this cave over here called the Dragon's Den. So when you walk to the back of the Dragon's Den, something kind of interesting happens. And I guess there are some random cut trees down here too, because I didn't want you going in that area so early. But who is that over there? Is that Lance from the Elite Four, the champion? Let's see. Hello, Mike. They call me Lance. Yes, it is. He's the leader of the Dragon Clan, an ancient organization started long, long ago. Whenever trouble arises, they try to get there and stop it. You have a twinkle in your eye. I can tell you want to protect the world, to keep it a safe place. I think you are just what we need in the Dragon Clan. So what do you say, Mike? Would you like to join the Dragon Clan? Of course I do. I want to be a superhero. Professor Maple called me up and told me you need a Pokemon, so I'm going to give you a nice dragon Pokemon, and you could examine those balls behind you and take one. So now that Salamence on the title screen might make a little bit more sense to you, because in this game, it's very focused on dragon Pokemon. You don't start off with Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle. You start off with the choice of 3 powerful dragon-type Pokemon. So let's see, I will go ahead and take this one over here, because, you know, Salamence is on the title screen, so why not go with the Bagon? But anyway, you might be saying Trapinch is not a dragon type, and these are some weird starters. Well, I modified the Pokemon in this game, so Trapinch is a dragon type very early in the game, and they're all more on par with normal starter Pokemon. So all these guys are going to evolve at like level 16 and then level 36, and their final evolutions are going to be a little bit nerfed, so they're not going to be super overpowered, because, you know, dragon Pokemon are kind of ridiculous and very strong. We're not going to give them a nickname. And of course, in typical rival fashion, you can't walk anywhere without your rival popping up and challenging you to random battles. I remember I wanted to make this rival annoying, and I wanted to make him cocky. So he will pop up when you least expect it, when you least want it, and he will challenge you to battles. And I'm really proud of this trainer sprite, because the rival one anyway, the rival one looks kind of cool. and I was not a great spriter at all. That was a totally custom sprite, and I'm proud of it. But anyway, after you beat this guy, you go back to the professor. He gives you Pokeballs with a capital S at the end of it, and the Pokedex, so they can start catching Pokemon, and leave and go up on your adventure. Ooh. I forgot about this. So you have another rival. You have two rivals in this game. You have your normal standard rival, and then you have Raven, not May. So she recently moved to the town, and now she wants to meet you. Your Pokemon looks hurt? No, it's not. It's fully healed. Anyway, she's gonna battle you. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, and she's the one that has the Gibble. I kind of wish I got to start with a Gibble. But as you'll notice, a lot of people in this game are going to have Dragon-type Pokemon, or Pokemon that can evolve into dragons. And there's even some Generation 4, and I believe maybe a few Generation 5 Pokemon in this game. There are no Generation 6 and 7 Pokemon in this game, because 6 and 7 were actually not out when I was working on this. And also something a little different than your traditional Pokemon game, I put a forest map right on the first route. I wanted to make it so you could catch some really cool, like, bug Pokemon right away in the game. Let's see. Ooh, we got an X speed. Those good old X items. Let's see, what can I find here? Wurmple. Shroomish. Shroomish is really cool. More Shroomish. Anything else? Silcoon. Oh, Cascoon. I felt like, yes, Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil is a starter Pokemon you could catch here. That was one of the rare Pokemon, and I love Cyndaquil, so I wanted to make sure that you could get one very early in the game. So that was the early game stuff. Now let's show you some of the later stuff and some of the maps that I did on my first save file. So do I have a town map so I can tell you what town this is? Because I honestly don't remember the name. Where is the town map? Oh, there it is. It's on my select. I don't know why it was on selects. Oh, that's not pretty. So yeah, that's the town map. It was really hard to put a good quality map in the game. I just couldn't figure out how to do it, so I had to end up putting something in like this. But let's see, I think you start over here. So yeah, that's Lily Leaf Town. Then there's Castanum City over there. Then there's Red Rock City. I think you could go either way here and make like a little split decision. Forest Town, and then you can go to the forest over here. So, oh wait, there's two forests in this game. So there's the woods there and the forest over here. And then no matter which way you go, I think it ends up over here on Route 12, and then you'll eventually go this way to Unoport City, and I think from there you take a boat up here. I think that's how it goes. And then there's like an ice cave. This whole area over here is like an ice area. Very, very cool stuff. Denvac Town, Sanzumi City. I think this is where the Pokemon League is supposed to be, but I didn't program it in the game yet. Or what is this? And I think that was supposed to be a post-game town. Again, not 100% sure because it's been such a long time since I've done anything with it. But I think that was supposed to be a post-game town. So I think in this game, I wanted the Pokédex to go up to 243. I didn't want to have every single Pokemon in it. It's basically my favorites throughout the time. And I look at this Pokédex now, and I still think a lot of them are really cool. Like, you can see the starter, the Dragon-type Pokemon are in the beginning of the Pokédex. Then you got your rivals, Dragon Pokemon, Starly, the Rattatas, Nidorans. I always love the Nidorans. Riolu, Lucario, the ponies, and your traditional Pokemon. It's a really good mix. I'm really happy with this Pokédex. I think it's really cool. Save number 2 brings me into a battle with, ooh, Lugia. But wait, I think I have another save that actually shows the leading up to this battle. And I made it so Lugia has the Deoxys theme, because the Lugia battle is supposed to be like the main battle of the storyline. But let me see if I can show you a little bit of that. No, not this save. Yes. So this is right before the Lugia battle. If you could see, that's Lance again from earlier. So you're doing a mission with like the Dragon Clan. And if you can tell, but you might not be able to tell because that sprite is horrible, but that is N from Team Plasma. So I made N have a huge role in this game. You run into him a few times and he helps you, I don't know, defeat Team Rocket or something like that. It's a cool story. The only way to calm Lugia is by capturing it or defeating it. It should prove your bond, your devotion. This N guy is right. Archer underestimated Lugia. Oh, so Archer is the leader of Team Rocket in this game. So I guess this takes place, the whole story of this game takes place after the Kanto games, and then the Johto games, and then Archer is still trying to be the leader of Team Rockets, and he comes to the Manva region to capture Lugia to make it rain or something forever. I don't really remember the goal, but he wanted to catch Lugia. So they heal up your Pokemon, and are you ready? Show Lugia what it means to be a trainer. And listen to that music. That's pretty epic. I think that's pretty epic. So let's battle it with our team. What do we have here? It's raining. Lugia is level 70, so he kind of over-levels us. But we've got the Intimidate off. And we have Ambipom, Typhlosion, Shinx, Dragonair, Rosetta. These guys are not going to do any work at all. So let's hope Salamence can do something. Let's go for Dragon Dance. Hydro Pump. We resist that, but it's going to be boosted by the rain. Did a decent amount. Speed this up a little bit. Dragon Claw. Oh, it has Recover. Alright, we're not going through all this. Do I have a Master Ball? Do I have a Master Ball? Because this is going to take forever. Were there separate ball pockets back in this game? Oh, we don't have a Master Ball! What's going on? Alright, just assume I caught Lugia. Let's see, what's the next? What's the next save? Here we are back in the Dragon's Den. I think this is later on in the game. Ooh, so if I have a Pokemon with Cut, let's see where this tree thing would lead us. No, we can't cut it down. No, it would be better to have something that can cut it down, because I want to see where this goes. I honestly do not remember. And use Cut and see where this goes. Because I'm sure you were wondering that before. Underground tunnel. Where does this tunnel lead us? That's a long tunnel. Route 12? It brings us to a random little spot in the middle of the ocean? Where is this on the map? You know, that really bad map we were looking at before. Over here? That is so weird. So this brings you from here to here. Why do I want to be here? I don't remember. I don't remember. What Wingull. I do not remember what the whole point of that was. Oh, wait. I think I do. Because the whole Lugia fight, I believe the way to get there is through here. So I wanted to give you a quick little way, because I think for some reason you go back to this town before you fight Lugia to talk to, like, Lance or something. So then you take this little shortcut, and then it'll bring you to the little den in the middle of the ocean here where you fight Lugia. So maybe that's why that happens. That makes a little bit more sense. Looks like save file 6 brings us back into this gym where we're fighting Professor Not Oak? Why aren't you a cube? Ooh. Professor Oak. Professor Oak, why are you hitting on me like that? Antonio. Antonio. Wait, so he looks like Professor Oak, but he's the sprite of Blaine. Yeah, you could tell I wasn't done with this gym. But I did want to make double battles more of a thing in this game, so there are a few gym leaders that make you fight double battles, and that's a pretty intimidating team. The Unity Badge. So now we have all 8 badges. Let's go fight the Pokemon League. Wait a second, I don't think I put the Pokemon League in this game. What in the world is this gym puzzle? What in the world is this gym? Can we even, wait a second, can we get out if we put this there? No. Route 22, and I just saw a cloud go through a rock. That doesn't look sketch at all. Okay, let's keep going. Route 22. Okay, that's super sketch. But anyway, these are headbutt trees over here. I also put headbutt trees back into the game. And that sprite is honestly kind of terrible, but whatever, they're headbutt trees. Do I have anything that... No, I can't show them off. Anyway, I think I put, like, the Pinecone Pokemon and Trico in there as well, so you can get some pretty cool Pokemon. Oh, and Heracross and Pinsir, so you can get some pretty cool stuff in there. Ooh, Wild Zangoose. I love Zangoose. That will never stop being sketchy. Ooh, and there's something over here I kind of want to show you. So I did not finish the game. This is basically the last point I got to. Obviously I needed to work on that 8th gym, but I also didn't even get started with the Pokemon League. So this little thing over here looks really sketchy. But if you walk over here, you can actually go to Kanto. And you'll be at the normal Pokemon League, because I actually didn't finish the game. So I think, for myself, when I was just playing through it and I was bored, I wanted to have this little, like, secret pathway through, and I think there's, like, some set of rocks over here that I could just walk through and it'll bring me right to the Pokemon League, because I didn't want to go through all that Victory Road stuff. Where is it? I don't even know. But yeah, this brings you back to, like, the normal Kanto, which is so strange. You know, except the building's all green because I changed tiles. But anyway, let's go back to my region. On route. Why can't I walk in that grass block? That's not weird. Is there something hidden? Nope, just can't walk there. That's a cool wild Pokemon later on in the game. But yeah, honestly, this is one of my favorite routes on the game. This took such a long time to make, but I really wanted to make it very detailed because this is it. This is like the end of your journey. Once you reach this route, you know that you're almost done with the game. So I wanted to make it beautiful, and I think it looks nice. Little mazy too. Let's see, it leads on to Route 9. You normally can't go. What in the world is going on there? Why is there a biker in the middle of the ocean? Ooh, wait, can I push this rock in the middle of that guy's path? Oh, that's terrible. I feel so bad now. I feel really, really, really bad. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I'm so glad I have a save in this town. So this is Tonchu Town, and I want to show a little hidden Easter egg that I put in this game. So I was showing off the Pokedex a little bit before. It goes up to 242, but I said there were 243 Pokemon in the game. That's because I put a hidden little Easter egg that you honestly would never find out about. So you go into the power plant here. And I think this is like the normal power plant from Fire Red Leaf Green. I don't think I changed it that much. But if you have an escape rope, do I have an escape rope? If I don't, I'll look a little stupid. Any escape ropes in there? Alright, we're gonna go for a quick shopping trip. Okay, like I was saying, if you have an escape rope, and you use an escape rope inside of the power plant, normally it would bring you back outside, right? But no. It brings you to a route called Wishmaker Path. And if you go on Wishmaker Path, and you go a little bit to the left, you'll see something kind of strange here. What is that? That's a Jirachi. So this is supposed to be like a hidden little Easter egg that you'd only find out about if I told you or if you just so happened to use an escape rope in there, which isn't terribly uncommon, but it probably wasn't going to happen, and you would get yourself into a little battle with a Jirachi. Then after that battle, there isn't really much else here, and I think if you go back over there, it brings you back to the power plant or the town or something like that. Yeah, it brings you back into the power plant. So, like, everything's okay. Your game isn't glitched out or stuff. It's just a cool little Easter egg. That's the only way to get Jirachi in this game, and you won't be able to get it any other way. You won't be able to see it any other way. Oh, wow, 244 Pokemon. So I guess I wanted to put Lugia and then Ho-Oh somewhere else, and then Jirachi was supposed to be that secret hidden Pokemon, which would have been really cool. I hope they do something like this in an actual Pokemon game with mythical Pokemon. I think that would be so cool. Alright my friends, and that's basically going to be it for this video. I showed off a lot of stuff in the game, but that was only scratching the surface. There's so many more little hidden Easter eggs, lots of like 2012 memes. I think a few people like referenced Slender and like Nyan Cat and shoes and all that kind of stuff that was big back in 2012. There's lots of little cool hidden stuff in there that someday I would love to just go back and explore again, and maybe even someday I'd love to finish the game. Let me know if you guys want to see more of my Pokemon ROM hack. I would love to stream it if you guys are interested, me just playing through the whole game and exploring everything again. And maybe someday, I'll finish it. Also, I would love to let you guys play it even in its current form, but right now I'm not even sure if I can legally distribute the game, because I know how Nintendo is with fan games and stuff, and they like to shut it down and sue, and I don't want any of that stuff to happen to me. I'm just a guy who likes playing Pokemon. I don't want to get sued over it. But if there is a way for me to share it with you guys, not get into any trouble with Nintendo, let me know, because I'd love to let you guys play it someday maybe. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Hope you guys had fun. I had a great time recording this, and guys, I'll be seeing you in the next Pokemon video.